Marina. Dylan Brooks was having words with Shannon Sharpe, Hall of Famer and broadcast.
And you see Steven Adams comes over to protect his guy along with the supporting cast, and then Shannon Sharpe still talking. John Morant's dad comes over.
Wait a minute. This is just straight hate by a guy who's jealous that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
Skip, that's what you
That's
do.
the point.
That's what Skip. I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than you.
Better.
Skip, what I got to see what you do. You take personal shots.
No, I don't take personal shots. You started it.
Time out. You would take a personal shot at me.
I didn't take a personal shot at you.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
Mad Dog, people look at things and like you can have like 15 great years and somebody have a bad moment and they're willing to throw all of that away. I wasn't willing to throw that the 2 months that Skip and we disagreed a lot. Sometimes I think things went over the line. So I appreciate everything Skip had done for me, bringing me there, giving me an opportunity to show that I was just more than a football player. I could talk about more in the sports world than just football. So I wasn't willing to throw that away. Skip and I just needed to get into a room and talk, and calmer heads prevail.
Was Shannon Sharpe wrong for humbling himself to Skip Bayless? Greetings to everyone. I pray that you're feeling blessed and highly favored on today. Getting right into things. One, Shannon Sharpe has been receiving a lot of backlash lately, especially from the black community, with the fact that many seen him on national television, what they consider to be humbled himself to his contemporary, or let's just go ahead and kick the door down. He humbled himself to a white man, and so many have been taking aim at Mr. Sharpe for this. And one of the main things that they're looking at, and one of the things that I always say is, you are so aggressive with the black man. They're looking at how the blow up versus the Memphis Grizzlies and how he conducted himself and how he was challenging John Morant's father and Dylan Brooks to fisticuffs. But when it came down to Skip Bayless, Skip was able to tell him, put your glasses back on, able to dismiss him. I've heard folks say that he little boyed him, he sunned him, he basically told him, stay in your place, little dude, this, that, and the third. Well, I have a different take on it than just about everyone else. Now, I definitely saw everything that the media saw. I saw everything that you saw, and typically this would in fact be correct, but certain rules don't apply to every situation, much like most things in real life. There's not a one rule that typically fits everything or every situation or circumstance. Now, to kind of make things clearer to you, in my own life, let me say it this way. There have been individuals who have given me game. They've given me opportunities. They have shown me things to where it made me a better individual just by knowing them, just by simply being in position and knowing them at this right time. They've given me things that have sustained me and carried me on for years to come, to almost to the point where I was grateful and thankful that I actually met these individuals. Now, when I look back, because these relationships didn't always end the best, but one thing that I can say when I look back on these people, I always remember the good. And I have a certain reverence and a respect still in my heart for them to this very day, to where if I were to run across them, that it would be all love. It's not the same as if I run across, or the experiences that I've had with a buster, a mark, somebody who brought no value to my life at all, somebody who tried to G me, tried to cross me out, something like that. It's completely not the same. These individuals who giving me game, giving me opportunities, I have love for them, and oftentimes in our relationships, it becomes family. Oftentimes I would love these people more than I love my own family, because we're together every day. We are working through situations. We're making magic happen. We're accomplishing goals. These things kind of bond you together. They draw you tighter and closer together as people. And so when I see Skip Bayless and I see Shannon Sharpe, I'm reminded of the times where I've had individuals who have done the same thing for me. And the good thing about it is this has no color barrier. In this particular case, Skip Bayless definitely doesn't strike me as a racist man at all. And I really do feel as if they have the relationship of brothers. And anytime, like Shannon said, he owes a lot to Skip. Without Skip, this generation probably wouldn't even know Shannon Sharpe. You know, it's been well over 15, 20 years since he's played in the league. And so oftentimes, like he said in the initial clip, a lot of people don't even know him from playing football. They're asking him, how does he know so much about it? So this gentleman and Skip Bayless actually gave him an opportunity. Now, when he came from First Take, Skip could have chose anybody in the world to be his partner, to grace them with this opportunity. But he chose Shannon Sharpe. This is one of the biggest giftings in the world that you could ever give somebody. And how the old saying goes, you can never return the first favor. I believe that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And so that's absolutely right in this case. So Shannon understands that he's forever indebted to Skip Bayless. Now, does this give Skip a pass to disrespect this man and talk crazy and to say whatever he wants to say to him? Absolutely not. But one thing about it, Shannon understands that Skip is very passionate about what he does as far as the debate, and so it didn't register in his mind that he was disrespecting his friend on national TV, you know. And so of course they did have a rough couple of months, as he said, because it was getting very chippy on the show. And I believe half of it was due to ratings, but I feel like it was, you know, the other half, it was kind of getting a little bit out of hand. But that's nothing that a conversation can't heal or can't fix. You know, like the old saying says, 2 mountains may not meet, but 2 men will. And I think this is just a classic case of that. And to me, Shannon would have almost been foolish to throw that away. What are you going to slap Skip? You know? And as far as that, I think that even boiled over to he felt like the black community or his peers were playing with him and thinking that he was soft due to that, because I feel like that happened right after that, a few weeks after that little blow up with Skip. I think that's when, you know, the Grizzly thing kind of transpired. So I think it was kind of getting to him that people were looking at him like an Uncle Tom, like he wasn't, you know, thorough anymore because he let this little white dude talk to him crazy on national TV. But my biggest point in this is that it's more than meet the eye. There's actually substance in their relationship. And so I don't fault Shannon one bit for taking the higher road and having the mental capacity to understand that, hold on, let me adjust this relationship. Now, he basically has a much more rapport with Skip than he does with that of the Grizzlies organization. You're talking about someone who's giving you a life-changing opportunity to where you can feed your family for many, many years of coming, and granted you a stage to where you can actually showcase your talents to the world. Shannon is a highly respected television personality at this point. But again, like he said, with ABC, he wasn't given that opportunity. When he's speaking for 30 seconds, 1 minute, you would have never been able to see the beauty or the mind of a Shannon Sharpe if it had not been for Skip Bayless. And so if I was placed in that position too, man, you damn right, ain't no way in the world I might have corrected him, you know, very sharply. I would have rebuked him after the segment was over with, you know, because, you know, it had the potential to get very live on that show, you know, especially with somebody, you know, fiery like myself. But, you know, I never would have lost sight of the fact that this man has placed me in position and gifted me with something that he could have did for any of his peers, for any white man, or for any black man for that matter. But he chose me. You know, I'm in debt for that, you know. And I feel that this is how Shannon was thinking. And so this is my take on it. You know, definitely jump in the comment section. Let me know what you think concerning everything. For my brothers, do y'all feel like Shannon is an Uncle Tom? He's a sellout because he didn't smack this white man, but he was ready to beat up John Morant and his father? Let me know what y'all think. Or do you actually understand what I'm saying, and do you more so side with me? You know, I'm just here to open up the debate for everyone. But, you know, until next time, certainly everybody under the sound of my voice, be blessed and take care. One.